Audio Jungle.
Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. So it's been a while since I've done a review. So I've recently received some new kit, which I'm going to be doing reviews on. But today we're going to be taking a look at yet again another mouse. So you guys have had a look at the sort of comparison between the Rapu mouse and the MX Master 3S from Logitech. Today we're going to have a look at the polar opposite of those, and that is the Logitech gaming mouse, the G502 X from Logitech in white. So this is Logitech's less sort of work mouse and more gaming mouse. We're going to have a quick look at this, see how it stacks up, and actually see how it compares maybe to the Master 3S, which, by the way, is my now go-to daily mouse driver for work. Let's see how this guy here stacks up, and also let's do some online comparisons to see what the difference is between this mouse here and the Master 3S. So first of all, this does look like more of a gaming mouse. It looks very similar to my Hero series, which is on my desk. Can't really lift it up to show you guys, but the Hero is the wired gaming mouse from Logitech. It's not their high-end premium, but it's a pretty good wired mouse. This over here is the wireless, what do they call it, LIGHTSPEED version of that, meaning that it doesn't have a cable, but it also doesn't have the latency of Bluetooth. It's a much more accurate device, a much more hardcore gaming device. But let's check it out in more detail. Hey guys, so here we have the G502 X Plus on the bench. So packaging pretty simple. They say, yeah, this is a LIGHTSPEED wireless RGB gaming mouse. What Sora is gaming, sans full, okay, different language. LightSync compatible. We got some stuff here on the side. LightSync, LIGHTSPEED, Hero 25K, LIGHTFORCE switches, ultra fast power play. They talk a little bit about the switches, adjustable, DPI, shift, 15 programmable controls, and of course the lighting, but we're not interested in all of that. All we want to do is we want to see what's inside the box. So yeah, you have the mouse itself. We take it out of the box, and you can see we actually have a really cool looking mouse. A lot of function sets on this mouse. There seems to be a way here. Oh, it's a magnetic flap, so that's for you to store your LIGHTSPEED dongle. I don't know what that is, but we'll find out. Yeah, that's pretty cool, I must say. There we go, back in place. The G on there. You got your power switch. You've got your USB-C port, and yeah, there you have the mouse itself. In the box, you obviously have your USB dongle, this other little magnetic thing. Underneath here, you've got your charge cables, your manuals, etc. What we're interested in seeing, however, is the mouse itself. So let's get in a little bit closer. So here we have the mouse nice and up close and personal. So we can have a look. So on top, you've got your standard left, right click. Got this button here. You've got your scroll wheel. The scroll wheel can be pushed for a click. It can be pushed sideways for a click and on the other side for a click. So that's another 2 extra buttons. As well as the clicky here, you can push this button. Then it's a free running, similar to the MX Master. The only difference being that this is obviously a much lighter wheel. Then, of course, you've got another button here, another button here. On the side, you've got a button here, and a button here. So there's a lot of buttons on this mouse. When you throw it on, the first thing you see, this whole RGB sequence thing. So interestingly, the camera is catching it flickering. I'm not seeing it flicker at all. I think it's probably just the shutter speed that's showing that. Let's try and adjust shutter speed and see if that differs. There we go. So let's run it at about that shutter speed, because then we're not seeing the actual flicking of the LEDs. You're just sort of seeing the light changeover. That can be adjusted with the software, but yeah, interesting mouse, I must say. The bottom, you've got 1, 2, 3, plus a little bit around the sensor over here, which is that slippery stuff so that it slides around on a mouse pad quite nicely. The mouse is extremely comfortable in hand, I must say. I really like the feeling of it. And again, when you throw it on, you see a green light there. And I don't know, but when you push this button, you have like different color flashes, which I'm assuming is different modes or something. We'll figure it out as we go, I guess. But yeah, the mouse feels very cool. It feels nice in hand. I don't know. I really like it. I think it's a great looking mouse. If we were to compare it, let's just say, let me grab my Master 3S so we can just have a look at it next to this mouse. Just to see how the two sort of compare. One being the premium gaming mouse and one being the premium sort of desktop mouse. As you can see, the Master is a little bit more chunky, but in so saying, this is a little bit more streamlined. Let's go side by side. The Master has more sort of spreadsheet functionality. This has more sort of gaming switch functionality. The Master is substantially heavier than the G502. So yeah, look, the Master is still a great mouse, and I love this silent click. This guy here, a little bit more clicky. That is the G502. This is the Master. So yeah, quite a big difference between the two. But yeah, I really like this this mouse. I like the look. I like the design. I like the feel of it. And I guess the next question that I have is, will it fit into my Master 3S shell? It looks like it may, and it will. So you can use this shell that I got for the Master 3S to store this mouse. It does feel a little bit looser than the Master 3S, but for all intents and purposes, it'll get the job done and it'll look after your mouse. I do believe you get a nice mouse case for these. I'm not sure. I'll have a look and see what I can find, and I'll let you guys know. Let's go and have a look at the technical documentation online for this mouse. Hey guys, so yeah, we have the Logitech G502 X Plus LIGHTSPEED wireless gaming mouse with LightSync RGB. Now this mouse, we've got the white one. It does come in a black as well, which looks pretty cool. But for the white one, let's do the review. So this is the G502 X Plus. It's the latest addition to the legendary G502 lineage, reinvented with our first ever LIGHTFORCE hybrid switches. LIGHTSPEED Pro-Grade Wireless, that is the low latency wireless that Logitech uses. LightSync RGB and a Hero 25,000 dpi sensor and more. So they suggest to go with the G915X LIGHTSPEED keyboard. I've got something even better, which I will be reviewing in an upcoming video, and I'll show you guys how that thing looks. But spec in detail, here we have it here. It is a USB-C charging, 106 grams, low friction PTFE feet. That is those nice little slippery bits at the bottom that I showed you. Physical specifications, weight 106 grams, height 131.4 millimeters, width 41.1 millimeters, and the depth is 79.2 mils. For those that are interested, technical specifications, it is a LIGHTSPEED wireless technology, which is Logitech's sort of proprietary low latency wireless. Instead of using Bluetooth, which does have a bit of lag, etc. This is a low lag, almost zero lag sort of wireless technology. Up to 5 onboard memory profiles, PTFE feet, 13 programmable buttons, 8-zone RGB lighting, USB-C charging, very good battery life, I must say. Constant motion, 130 hours of battery life. 37 hours with the RGB on. So you turn the RGB lights off, you get 130 hours. You turn them on, you get 37. Interesting. So the sensor is the Hero 25,000 dpi or 25K. It's known as the Hero 25K. Resolution is between 125,600 dpi. Maximum acceleration is greater than 40G. Maximum speed is greater than 400 IPS. 0 smoothing, acceleration, filtering. So warranty, it's a 2-year limited warranty. There's the part numbers for those that want to know. Compatibility, I can confirm Mac, Windows compatible, no issues at all. Works very well. Works well on my Android tablets as well. In the box, you will get the mouse. You will get the DPI shift button cover, which is now I know what that little magnetic cover was. USB-C charging cable, LIGHTSPEED USB-A receiver, USB extension adapter, and your user documentation. So the mouse itself, some cool pictures of it here. But when you got the real mouse, looking at these pictures is kind of pointless, I guess. I don't know. Just a thought. They got some video stuff. We're not going to watch that. LIGHTFORCE switches, hybrid optical X mechanical switches, LightSync RGB, power saving play detection. LIGHTSPEED wireless, 68% faster than previous generation. So it is a really cool. So yeah, they talk about the LIGHTFORCE switches, breakthrough hybrid optical mechanical switches, achieve high levels of speed and reliability through optical actuation. Mechanical actuation maintains the crisp tactile feedback that players love. Interesting. So they're using a new optical type of switching to give you a more accurate or higher speed switch. LightSync RGB, that's the standard LightSync. LIGHTSPEED wireless is the pro-grade connectivity, now with the updated protocol achieving 68% faster response rate than the previous generation. LIGHTSPEED technology, well, there's a lot to go into. They talk about the Hero 25K sensor, adjustable DPI shift button, which looks like it can be reversed, which is weird. I didn't know that. We're going to give that a go. Remove and reverse to bring it closer to your thumb or replace it with the included button cover. Okay, so this can be taken off and the button cover can be placed on, which will stop you from accidentally pushing that button if you like to lock your DPI in one place, I guess. Dual mode scroll wheel. I showed you guys the left and right click, and of course the 2 modes, silky smooth and the standard sort of clicky option. So yeah, I think if you're looking for sort of the premium gaming mouse, this is probably going to be the mouse for you. Just my 10 cents. I really love it. I think it's a great mouse. I'm going to give it a test and let it run with my work for a couple of weeks. And I'll give you guys feedback on how that goes and how it compares to the Master 3S, which I've been using for the past couple of months. So yeah, let me head on over to my final thoughts on this incredible mouse, and I'll let you know what I think of it. So guys, just in conclusion, this Logitech G502 X Plus is probably one of the nicer, most robust sort of gaming mice that I've worked with. I love the addition of, most of them have these 2 buttons, but I love the addition of this button here, which is actually really easy to press. All the buttons easily accessible for different modes, etc. I love the fact that you can go to the free scroll like the MX Master. The only difference is this one does feel a little bit lighter, and then you can get back to your sort of clickety option. This mouse does function off a USB-C port, which is great. The Rapu used the older USB, which is not so easy to get your hands on, I would say. But my opinion of this is a great mouse. So it can be utilized for gaming. It can be utilized for work if you wanted to. It would do well in both those circumstances. The mouse is very light in comparison to the Master 3S, meaning I guess that it is designed for sort of fast, sort of swift motions, etc., being a gaming mouse. But it does have that brilliant sort of feel that you would experience with most of these Logitech high-end mouses. It does have that slight angle to it, ramp, to give you a bit more wrist comfort with extended use. And yeah, all around, in my opinion, I'd give this 9 out of 10. It's a great mouse, guys. If you're looking for a written review on this, we'll post one up on my blog soon. You guys can check that out. Let me know your thoughts. Logitech G502 X Plus, definitely a winner in my book. Love this mouse, love the function sets, and very comfortable to use. Guys, until next time, take care and cheers for now.